After the original 5 batches, 3 further batches of Leopard 2 tanks were ordered, increasing the number of Leopard 2 tanks ordered by Germany to a total of 2,125.40. The 6th batch was ordered in June 1987 and consisted of 150 tanks, which were produced between January 1988 and May 1989. The 7th batch of 100 tanks was produced between May 1988 and April 1990. The last batch, 4th German Army, totaling 75 tanks, was produced from January 1991 to March 1992. 40. During its production run during the Cold War, 16 Leopard 2 tanks were being produced per month. Their vehicles were produced at a slower rate in the following decades. However, KMW still retained the capacity to return to such manufacturing levels should they need to be made again at a higher rate, and supply chains were able to deliver sufficient materials. 41. Further improvements. While previous models only varied in detail, the Leopard 2A4 introduced a digital ballistic computer and an improved fire extinguishing system. Starting with the 6th batch, tanks were fitted with an improved armor array and new side skirts. In 1984, the German Military Procurement Agency stated a number of requirements for a future Leopard 2 upgrade. In 1989, the Kampfwerkzeuge Combat Potential Improvement program was initiated in Germany with the delivery of first prototypes. The official military requirements were published in March 1990. 42. Dutch Leopard 2A4 tanks. 1997. The KWS program was projected to consist of 3 stages. First stage replaced the Rheinmetall 120mm L/44 gun barrel and the corresponding gun mount with a longer barreled and more lethal L/55 version. 42. This stage was adopted in the form of 225 Leopard 2A6 tanks, starting in 2001 and lasting until 2005. 43. Stage 2 focused on improvements of armor protection and survivability. It was adopted in the form of the Leopard 2A5 starting in 1995. The base armor of the tank was exchanged and additional armor modules were installed at the turret. The first batch of 225 Leopard 2 tanks was upgraded to Leopard 2A5 configuration between 1995 and 1998. A second batch of 125 followed from 1999 to 2002. 44. The Leopard 2A5 can be recognized for its angular spaced armor on the turret cheeks and 44 caliber 120 main gun. A German Army Leopard 2A6 assigned to the 104th Panzer Battalion conducting high-speed maneuvers. Third stage was the planned replacement of the Leopard 2 turret by a new turret fitted with a 140mm NPZK tank gun, an autoloader, and the IFIS Battlefield Management System. 42. The ballistic protection at the hull was to be improved. 42. Originally a total requirement for 650 Leopard 2 tanks with KWS-3 was projected. 43. It was never finalized, but the 140mm NPZK tank was tested on an older prototype. In 1995 it was decided to cancel due to changes in the political environment. The funds were redirected to the Neue Panzerplattformen, new armored platforms, project of the German Army. The Leopard 2A6M was developed with a kit providing enhanced protection against mines that can detonate below the hull, like mines with bending wire triggers, and explosively formed penetrator mines. 43. The weight of the Leopard 2A6M is 62.5 tons. 45. The latest version of the tank is the Leopard 2A7, which entered service in an initial batch of 20 tanks in 2014. 46. Already before first Leopard 2A7 tank was handed over to the German army, plans for upgrades were made. 47. At this time an extensive increase in combat value, while retaining the original mobility of the Leopard 2, was planned. 47. The optics of the tank will also be improved. 47. In April 2015, Weldom Suntech claimed that tungsten, wolfram, rounds used in Leopard 2 cannot penetrate the Russian T-90 or the modernized version of the T-80. They also stated that the German military will develop a new improved round, but it will be exclusively developed for the Leopard 2A7. 48. In 2015, Rheinmetall disclosed that it was developing a new 130mm smoothbore gun for the Leopard 2 tank and its successor. This gun will offer a 50% increase in performance and penetration. 49. Marketing for the new gun was slated to begin in 2016. Replacement. The Leopard 2 first entered service in 1979, and its service life is anticipated to end around 2030. In May 2015, the German Ministry of Defense announced plans to develop a tank jointly with France as a successor to both the Leopard 2 and Leclerc tanks. Technologies and concepts will be investigated to determine what capabilities are needed in a future tank. 50. Deployment of the new tank, titled Main Ground Combat System, MGCS, will be preceded by incremental upgrades to the Leopard 2, including a new digital turret core system and situational awareness system and an active protection system, APS. 51. A short-term lethality increase will come from a higher pressure 120mm gun firing new ammunition expected to deliver 20% better performance than the L/55. Mid-term efforts will focus on a Rheinmetall 130mm cannon concept offering 50% better armor penetration, with the Russian T-14 Armata being equipped with the Afghanet, an active protection system designed to mitigate the effectiveness of ATGM. More importance is being placed on direct fire.
Yes, let's stop. Just like to read from the start again a little bit and use the power on the camcorder. So let's stop. I had to download this T-14. So now there's 6 more per video, but this Leopard 2 tanks, it's very important because that's the one we're using in Europe, NATO countries in Europe. So if we're going, NATO is going to war with Russia one day. That's most countries are using this Leopard 2, but now the power is flashing. We have to stop the video.